Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Chats with Your Advocate, where health literacy meets real life. I'm Tiffany James, your nurse practitioner and board certified patient advocate. As usual, before we begin, I want to share an important disclaimer. These chats are not designed to provide medical or legal advice and do not establish a provider patient relationship. The tools and resources I have here for you today are simply to help you start planning your process and thinking, right? So please seek guidance from your healthcare provider and attorney before making any final decisions. All right, let's get into today's topic. August is National Make a Will Month, and we're talking about something many of us put off, but really shouldn't. Planning ahead, right? So, why does all of this matter? Making plans for the future isn't just about paperwork, it's about a peace of mind. Having a plan in place really helps reduce stress for your loved ones, it avoids confusion, and it ensures that your voice is part of the process, even when you're not able to speak for yourself. So, super important, right? So, when we talk about wills in general, let's talk about the breakdown of these in general terms, right? I'm not an attorney, but just general terms. A will is a legal document that allows you to leave instructions for your loved ones. So think of it as a way of saying, here's how I want things handled after I'm gone, after I've passed away. Having a will can help with several things. It can provide clarity for your family and prevent disagreements because that happens often. It can make sure that your wishes are written down instead of left to chance. And it gives you peace of mind knowing you've taken steps to prepare for the unexpected. Very important preparation. Some common misconceptions that we hear at times, right? Some of the biggest myths. Planning ahead is for the wealthy. It's not true. Anyone can benefit. Planning ahead is only for older adults. Again, life is unexpected. It's too expensive or complicated. Well, there are plenty of affordable resources and tools online. I'll share some to help you get started. Just thinking about everything and putting things on paper. So, when we talk about living wills versus regular wills, here's where there's some confusion. So, a last will and testament, what most of us just call a will, is the type of document I mentioned earlier. It's your way of leaving instructions and making sure your wishes are written down for your loved ones after you're gone, right? So, assets and things like that. But a living will, on the other hand, is part of advanced care planning. It's a medical document that spells out your wishes for healthcare if you're unable to communicate or speak for yourself. So things like whether you'd want life support or feeding tubes or even comfort focused care at certain intervals. So while a traditional will shares your future instructions with your family, a living will communicates your healthcare wishes and what you would want done in the event that you can't speak for yourself. So I mentioned advanced care planning. So what is that? What's advanced care planning? It's the process of deciding and documenting what kind of medical care you'd want if you couldn't speak for yourself. There's some moving parts to it, so it usually involves things like a living will or advance directive, naming a healthcare proxy or power of attorney, or sometimes medical forms like a POLST or physician order for life-sustaining treatment. Those are very specific things that talk about treatment options. Not every state uses the POLST. Some use an MOLST or other terms, but it's generally the same premise, just to make your medical wishes very clear. So, why does it matter? Why are we talking about this? So here's why it's important. It gives your family a clear guidance and understanding during really tough times. It ensures providers honor your values in your voice, and it prevents unwanted or overly aggressive treatments, or ensures that you get everything done if that's what you wish to do. They honor your wishes when you can't speak for yourself. So these are conversations that matter, and I'm all about meaningful conversations. Advanced care planning isn't just paperwork. Talk with your family about things like, would you want to be on a ventilator? How do you feel about resuscitation or CPR if your heart stops? What about pain control or comfort focused care? Are there cultural or spiritual beliefs that matter in your care? Who do you trust most to make decisions if you can't speak for yourself? And remember, these decisions are not set in stone. You can revisit them if life changes. Okay. So when we bring this all together, just putting it and reframing everything, when you think about it, having a will is about protecting your family with legal guidance. And advanced care planning is about protecting your healthcare wishes, which can also be done with legal guidance within your medical provider. So together, they give you peace of mind and give your loved ones the gift of clarity. Beautiful. So it's really one of the most loving gifts you can give your family. And listen, it's not about being morbid. It's actually about empowerment, which, as you know, we fully support here at Divine Wellness Partners. So I've linked some of the resources in the description box or on our YouTube description box just to help you get started. Once again, this is not medical or legal advice. These are just tools and resources that I want to share with you to help you get the planning process started. There's many different resources online. And of course, it doesn't substitute getting that advice from attorneys and your healthcare providers, but it gives you some things that you can research to be an informed participant when you walk into the room with them. So, as usual, if this chat was helpful today, please be sure to subscribe, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and join me next time on Chats with Your Advocate. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks. Bye-bye, guys.